This lesson works with the transformations of your vertical stretches and shrinks. So here's the rules below on this slide. I'll kind of tell you what to write down. If you have a vertical stretch or shrink of your parent functions, this is what the equation is going to look like. And where the change is going to happen is the multiplier of A is going to exist. So there's going to be a number in front of the parent function, in front of the function, that's a multiplier. And there are two scenarios. So I want you to go ahead and write down this piece here. If your number is greater than 1, what we say is vertically stretched on the y-axis. And how you change your parent function values is you're going to take all of your y-coordinates and multiply it by a. Here is the other scenario, is if your number for a is between 0, greater than 0, and less than 1. So think about a fraction. We call this a vertical shrink or shrunk. How you do this is you take all your y-coordinates and you multiply it also by a. So let's go ahead and look at this next example. If you need to pause, go ahead and do so. This example, I don't want you to write down. We're going to work on two of them together. So this just kind of shows you the difference between your parent here in the blue graph. This is a quadratic function, a parabola. Okay, now in the green, here is our green function. It's inside, it's stretching up. Where that happens is right over here, y equals 2 times x squared. Notice that a is greater than 1. So we're going to take all the y values and multiply them by 2. So 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. So when we graph it in the green, we're stretching, we're making those y values taller. Now, the third graph in the red is this equation right here. Notice the number is between 0, a little greater than 0, but less than 1. It's a fraction. So we're going to do the same thing to our y values from our parent. We're going to multiply now by 1/2. So 0 times 1/2 is 0. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. We will continue that all the way down in our y values. 1 times 1/2, 4 times 1/2 is 2. 4 times 1/2 is 2. So notice now, when you graph your points, it's considered vertically shrunk. It's going away from your y-axis. All right, now these two next examples, I do want you to write down. So what we have is our parent of our absolute value function. I've saved you some time. We've graphed it out already here in the purple. So here is your parent in the purple. And we're going to go ahead and take care of a vertical stretch, and then we'll do a vertical shrink. So we have our x values, and I'm going to say y equals, and where we're going to have the multiplier is in front of the function. It's going to go in front of the absolute value. Now, our number is greater than 1. So we call this the vertical stretch. So if you remember, what are we going to do all to the y values? We're going to multiply them by that a value of 3. So a equals 3. So we'll start with 0. 0 times 3 is 3. 1 times 3, oh shoot, 0 times 3 is 0. All right, it's not letting me I better put my pen down. It's not letting me erase that. Let's maybe cross it out, save us some time. Okay, and then 1 times 3 is 3. And then 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have not changed any of the x values. So we're going to go ahead and just copy these back down. So 0, -1, 1, -2, 2. All right, so let's go ahead and graph that and see what it looks like. So the first order pair is 0, 0. Then left 1, up 3. Left or right 1, up 3. Left 2. Up 6, so I'll say this is 5, higher is 6. And then right 2, up 6. Just go over just a little bit more. All right. So here's what our graph is going to look like. It's stretching it up. All right. Now let's go ahead and do an equation. Y equals, let's just continue. Go with 1/2. That's a nice, pretty number here. 1/2 is in front of the absolute value. So this is a number between 0, a little greater than 0, a little less than 1. This is what we call the vertical shrink. So we're going to take all of our y values and multiply it by 1/2. So 0 times 1/2 is 0. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 2 times 1/2 is 1. Now all of our y values will stay the same. Or sorry, our x values will stay the same. So we just copy that first column down again. All right, let's see what it looks like. So first point is 0, 0. Next point is left 1, up 1/2. Right 1, up 1/2. Left 2, up 1. Right 2, up 1. So notice that this is now getting wider. This is your vertical shrink example.